Wellness Wednesday with Dr. Bradley Meyer, the Okoboji Wellness Clinic. And Dr. Meyer, you have been crazy busy getting all kinds of tools in the toolbox lately.
Absolutely, Dave. We're at the weeks fly by here at the Okoboji Wellness Clinic as I'm diving into learning more and more about how we can help folks on their wellness walk. And this one in particular, it's all about the measurables. And with all the tools that we have, we want to be able to measure some progress. I mean, we've had a lot of folks come in that say, "Man, after 2 to 3 months, I'm feeling better. I've got more energy. My brain's sharper." But we're always looking to fine tune things and make ourselves better and grow. And so that's what there's an infinite amount of ways to go about helping the body heal. And everybody is unique in their own path on that healing pathway. But many times these tools that we have, whether or not it's ozone, hyperbarics, IASIS, or brain gauge, to name a few, these tools, we got to know how to use them, basically, and so and how to get them, to personalize them for the individual's best path forward. So today I've got, actually my wife Carrie just walked in, and she's excited to share a little quick hope story on this brain gauge. Sometime we'll circle to that, Dave, and then Dr. Mark Tommerdahl, we've got all the way from North Carolina. He is here working with us, and such a gift to Northwest Iowa, Southwest Minnesota, because what he has brought is an incredible tool that is not only there to help us measure, but it is there for brain fitness as well. That is absolutely incredible to work on building up connections in the brain flexibility, building blocks of the brain is what we want to work with. And so Dr. Mark is here with me as well.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Mark Trumbo.
Yeah, Mark, it's a pleasure to visit with you again. One of the things I remember from our previous conversation, and we can talk a little bit about the brain gauge, but the students, you were a professor, and your students had the brain gauge, and they would wake up a little sluggish maybe for the first class of the day, have a little caffeine, measure their brain, and their brain would get a little better. But then if they overdid the caffeine, then the brain would slide down the other end and not be quite as good. This is really an amazing thing that you have here, because you can optimize brain function.
Absolutely. That was really the whole point of developing tools, was because just giving more and more and more of a substance does not always make it better. And as anyone that's stayed up all night, either studying for exam or driving down the road, knows that too much caffeine can really mess you up. So, even with caffeine, there's an optimization. But it's not just caffeine. There's supplements that people take for the brain function. There's nootropics. There's all kinds of things. And what the brain gauge does is gives you a tool to actually measure how well your brain is optimized to different treatments or different supplements.
And the cool thing, Dr. Mark, is the brain gauge has been refined over the years to where it's, about the size of a mouse now?
It is the size of a computer mouse, and it's lost 100 pounds in 20 years.
Yeah, that's absolutely incredible. And the cool thing is this gives rapid results.
Absolutely. You get immediate results with this. So it's not like you're going to get a scan and get an MRI scan or functional MRI or something like that, where you've got to pay $1,500 for each scan and then get some feedback. And then also, quite frankly, you could drink as much coffee as you wanted, and the scan's not going to tell you anything. There's not going to be any difference. It's not those scans are not immediate tools. They're not immediate gratification at all.
And this testing is quite simple, am I right?
It's very simple. Now, what we do is we deliver vibrations to the fingertips, And the patterns that we deliver to the fingertips can be quite complex. However, that's not the worry of the person that's taking the test. For the person taking the test, they just need to answer really simple questions like which one's bigger, which one came first, which one lasted longer. And it's a little bit like reading an eye chart. It starts out really, really easy and then gets a little harder each time you get a correct answer. So it's very simple to use.
So the brain gauge can be used for, like you mentioned, tons of things. Like if you're taking supplements and you think you're taking supplements for brain health and it doesn't move the needle on the brain gauge, well, that supplement's probably not doing you much good. But other things, concussions, Alzheimer's, dementia, and much, much more, right?
Much more. I mean, well, concussions for one thing. Yeah, the most important thing about a concussion is tracking recovery and making sure it's safe to return to play. If it's a sports concussion, you want to, when is it safe to get hit in the head again? It's never really safe to get hit in the head, but you want to mitigate your losses. And if you're going to play sports, you've always got to take that chance. With dementia, it's what we call the boiling frog syndrome. People don't realize that when you throw a frog in a pot of cold water, it'll sit there and you can slowly boil it and it won't get out because it doesn't notice a change in temperature. Dementia is the same way. People don't realize from one day to the next that their brain function is going down because they don't measure it. So you have to have an objective tool to measure it. And that's really what this is all about. This is what it was designed to give people an objective measure that's very easy to get.
When we talked about NASCAR drivers and their response time and their reflexes and their ability to move that big stock car around at a split second. And those drivers will say they know because they know that the response time isn't quick enough to be out there on the track. This brain gauge actually is a bit like that. It's going to tell us that our brain is maybe not quite as sharp as it once was, but you tell me that there is ways that we can make sure that our brain functions again optimally.
That's right. And there's several ways to do it. One is the same way you want to get your physical fitness optimized. Number one, you start working out. You start, go to the track, go to the gym. You start doing exercises. And the brain gauge provides exercises to do that and to optimize brain fitness. But just like for physical fitness, there's other things you can do. You can do supplements. You can do hyperbaric chambers. You can do other, all the other treatments that they have, like here at the clinic. But you want to know what's the impact of everything on your brain, everything that you do to it. And, you and I, we've all seen countless commercials where people say, hey, I started taking, what do we want to call it, drug X. I started taking drug X, and I'm so much better. And I'm not convinced,
Right.
But, you got to really understand, if you really want to maintain brain optimization, you're going to have to measure it, and you're going to have to keep it fit.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, as we get older, that's what we have to do.
Yeah, use it or lose it. I'm going to have to get back to Dr. Meyer, but before I do that, this brain gauge has been in the works many years, and you have I'm not sure what the proper terminology is, but you have the historical documents to show its effectiveness.
Right. So we've had about 100. We have over 120 publications. We've been working on this for 30, 40 years. From the basic science all the way up through what this is called basic to translational science. And we started off just doing the basic neuroscience and documenting all that. And then over the years, we've been documenting it for just about every neurological disorder out there. We've worked in many, many areas around the world doing research and neurodevelopmental disorders, neurodegenerative disorders, traumatic disorders, you name it. We've been part of those studies. It's been a long haul, but, we've come to fruition, and we're doing quite well.
Yeah, helping a lot of people. Dr. Meyer, it's an incredible story. It's an amazing path that the brain gauge has taken to where it is today.
Absolutely, and we're excited to be able to implement this incredible device with the folks that are here with us on this journey, and it was a big missing piece. I mean, but we didn't know it until we found Dr. Mark, and we're like, wow, that's incredible. That's gonna take patients' journeys and wellness walks to a new height, because we can really optimize their approaches.
Yeah. So Carrie, I understand, has a bit of a success story already.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
So we had an incredible patient yesterday. And so one of the amazing things about the brain gauge is that they can do a 90-second quick test. And so we had this patient before he came in. He did a quick test for 90 seconds, hopped in the hyperbaric chamber for his treatment, for a 60-minute treatment. And then we did a 90-second test with the brain gauge after his treatment. And his scores totally increased in regards to his healing. And then afterwards, he did an IV ozone treatment, which we've been doing here at the clinic for a couple months. And he went to 100% in regards to healing, in regards to his brain, within 2 hours of 2 treatments here at the facility. So we knew that his brain was actually healing. It was an incredible story. We'll be posting on Facebook on the Okoboji Wellness Clinic his analytics, so that people can check us out on Facebook and actually look at his case study in regards to the raw data. And the data doesn't lie. And what is so exciting for patients is that they can see the dial moving. One of the things, I don't know if you know it, but this week is Brain Awareness Week, which is why it's such a blessing to be able to have Dr. Mark here and this tool at the clinic. One of the goals of Okoboji Wellness Clinic is that we have tools here at the clinic that you can come and you can utilize, and we can be here on your wellness walk. But we also have these tools where you can take it home with you, so that you can take brain fitness at home. But sometimes people want to come, they want to try it out. So if there's anybody here listening that would like to come into the Okoboji Wellness Clinic, we would be happy to put you on the brain gauge this week and next week, and do a 90-second check, complimentary, absolutely free. We want to teach people these amazing tools that you can bring home. This brain gauge is normally $600 that you can take brain fitness for home. And this week and next week, we're going to offer a special discount. So mention Killer Bee Radio when you come in, and if it is a brain gauge that you would like, we will give you the Killer Bee discount. So we are here to teach people how to take care of their brains and to optimize their health. And we're also here to treat people and show them that they can actually get results, and to actually be able to prove it with results statistically.
That's very cool. So, again, I just want to make sure that I have the offer right. For the next couple of weeks, people can just come into the clinic, try it for free, and they can also, if they want, if they try it, like it, normally $600. If they want to take it home and they say, hey, I heard you on Wellness Wednesday on the Killer Bee, then they get a Wellness Wednesday discount.
Absolutely. We'd be happy to take care of you. Absolutely.
Very cool. Well, Dr. Meyer, I'm almost afraid to test my brain at this stage, but you know what? I should probably get that done.
Absolutely. Time to make a visit, Dave. Hey, and if you want to learn more about, Mark did such, he took a deep dive with our Wellness Wednesday discussion last night. Jeremy's going to have a bunch of clips from his hour-long presentation last night that we'll be posting up on Facebook. So go to our Facebook page and learn more about, listen to Mark himself talk about the details and some incredible case studies with where this device was utilized. So, and then of course, if you're interested in learning more about what we do here, starting your wellness walk with us, we'd love you to give us a call at 712-339-6024. And we do offer the complimentary discovery calls with me, which is a 15-minute discussion about where you're at health-wise, where you want to go, and it's going to be an initial starter before we get you into the door and get you on that walk. So, but we're located at 3305 Berquist Avenue, just off Highway 71 in Spirit Lake, and we're just super excited as we roll into the spring here, and people are excited to get more active. Beautiful weather on its way. We want to encourage you to make your way to the clinic and start that journey today, because you can feel better. There is hope. So many times folks are spinning their wheels and just feeling like they're not making any progress with their chronic conditions, and that's what we're here for. We're at an amazing team, and we'd love to walk with you.
I have heard some comments, and these have really struck me, that people were out there just grinding day to day, just surviving, thinking that was their normal. Then some things transpired, like you said, to begin their health walk. And astonishingly, the comments are, I didn't realize I could feel this good.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible.
That's incredible. Just kind of getting back to Dr. Mark's, frog, little imagery there. It's
That's true.
It's so true. You don't realize it. It's like over time, things start to fade. My brain's not as sharp. I'm starting to get a little achy, different things, and you think that's just part of aging. But guess what? We've got answers.
Hey,
so
now
there's ways to age better. So
yeah. Now, if people want to try that brain gauge, can they just pop in?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Well, thank you all. Go ahead, Carrie.
I just want to say, stop in the clinic. We're at 3305 Berquist Avenue. Stop in. We will give you a 90-second test, and it's our gift to you for brain awareness. We are here to help our communities, and when you're feeling better, that's how we change the world together. And then you get to bless everybody else. And so we are here. It's our gift to you. Just all you have to do is show up, and we can help you heal your brain.
Very good. Carrie, Dr. Meyer, Dr. Tommerdahl, thank you all very much. Have a great day, and we'll check in again very soon for another edition of Wellness Wednesday.
Thanks, Dave. Be well.
Wow, that was fun. Dr. Bradley Meyer, Okoboji Wellness Clinic. You can find out more at okobojiwellnessclinic.com. I think that would be cool. Pop on over. 90 seconds. We should all do that. Lene, Lori, we should all go over and do the brain gauge. See how we're doing. I think that'd be a great idea.